DLB Network, a place for gamers.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, US_Army, and I'm here with, once again, a lot of reviews, but I'm back with Resistance 2. By far, one of the biggest titles to come out on the PS3 this year, as well as one of the most hyped this holidays. I'll get right into it. Just remember I'm part of the DLB network, but right away, you put in the game, you're starting right back where Resistance 1 left off, and the first thing you notice are definitely the graphics. You say to yourself, wow, this is looking way better than the first one. It's amazing what Insomniac can do in such a short time frame. Like, it looks phenomenal. The graphics, actually, I was very shocked at how well they came out. The cutscenes, the animations, the environments, the mouse moving during talking, it was phenomenal. The only one downfall I had with the graphics was the fact that certain aspects of it, like say you went under water that was falling through a pipe, you went under it, the water would get all chopped up, this and that. I don't know what's behind all that, but you know what, it was a great looking game, and there's not much I can say bad against the actual graphics. Next, I'm going to say is definitely the control scheme. Not really any different from the first one, which is a little, you know, it was different, but it wasn't. Like R2 this time around was going to be your secondary fire of your gun, which was nice. It just took some getting used to, but overall the controls are still pretty much along the same lines as the first one. But why change them when people enjoyed the first one? They were solid. They worked well. So no gripes against that, really. Just nothing new, really. Next is going to be the storyline. Like I said, it starts off right where the first one left off, which there isn't a bad thing behind that at all, and which is actually really good, and it continues the story forward. The story is good, but can get confusing at times. Like the first one had the woman talking, the narrator. She basically would tell you the whole perspective of the story, what was going on, who the Chimera were, this and that. This time around, you're in Nathan Hale's shoes, you're seeing it from his perspective. He's now a lieutenant. You basically hear what he talks, other people talk. It's going on, it's good, but it's not as, let's say, linear and straightforward to get the story across to you. It's a different look to it. I enjoyed it at times, but I didn't like it at times because it was a little confusing. You kind of ask yourself, well, why is that like that? Who is that? That was kind of missing, but I like how it kept you feeling involved. So pluses and minuses on that. Next, to go along with the visuals, was the sound. The sound in the game, the sound effects to begin with are great. Like, you stepping on the chambers, this and that, you shooting stuff, blowing stuff up, sounds great. Talking, voice acting is great. But the fact that the special effects and the animations were so loud, there's at times when your people would be barking orders at you to go, oh, go left, go this way. You wouldn't hear them because it was overshadowed by a grenade blowing up or this and that. Which, if you think about it, is realistic, but you know, it makes it really tough for this video game. Nothing wrong with it other than that. The sound itself is solid, it's great, but a little tough at times. Next, getting away from the campaign, is a new 8-player co-op. Now this was what most people were really anticipating, and I must say, it's fun as hell. You know what, it's just mad chaos. You get in there with 7 of your buddies, and you're just going at it. There's tons and tons and tons of enemies coming at you. It's fun as hell. It kind of goes along with the storyline, but over time it can get a little repetitive, and you're it's just mass shooting, just going on and on. It's fun, but it can be a little repetitive. So I say, if you got a bunch of your buddies online, go ahead and try it out. It's fun, but it can be a little repetitive. But the next big thing was the new 60-player online competitive mode. And I must say, the first Resistance did well with the party systems or rankings, MyResistance.net. They did well with all that, bringing it all together. This time around, they do it even better. They got more rankings, they got the squads, which are much more important than the first one. The squads are what makes these 60-player games not feel overwhelming. You're with your squad doing squad-based missions, and you meet up against an enemy squad, and it works really well. I really enjoy it. And of course, they have their clans, they have their rankings, stats, all there for the hardcore gamers. Everything you can even be accessed at myresistance.net, which is a nice feature. To go along with all of that, they have the party system, and they're doing what you would expect from most next-gen games to do, and what you want to have in there to make it easy for you and fun at the same time. So online is also a big hit on this. It's just the fact that I don't like about the online is still, it's just kind of, compared to the first one, it just feels really different, and it's a lot to get used to. Don't get me wrong, it's really solid. I really enjoy it. It's just not what people go on there, and it's not really much tactics to it. I guess that's my biggest thing. Because compared to games like SOCOM, this net where it's a lot more strategy based, I like those personally. But on a reviews perspective, the game is solid. The online works great. If you're one of the run and gun Rambo style first person shooters, you'll love the online. You'll love the 8-player co-op, and the story mode is phenomenal. Can't give away any secrets to it, but you know what? This game, alright, I know. I've been saying a lot of must-buys for all these games lately. But you know what? That's not my fault. It's not my fault that all these games coming out are amazing games. And yes, not all of us have the money to go buy every game and play every game out there, but you know what? If you had that option, if you could do it, that's why I'm saying it's a must-buy. Resistance 2 is a must-buy. I know, we're broke. Too many good games this holiday, but it's good for the industry. Think of it that way. Even though our pockets might be empty, we're helping the economy by buying these games, and the industry is booming, unlike everything else that's going on right now. So, I know, another must-buy, but that's what I'm here for, letting you know. You don't need to get them right away. You got Christmas and all the other holidays. If you don't celebrate Christmas, these are good games you could possibly get for that as well. So, Resistance 2, that's the end of the review. It's a must-buy. Hands down, great game, much improved from the first. Insomniac did great. Alright, I'm US_Army. I'm part of the DLB network. That's dlb-network.com. You can check out my reviews on there, and if it's an older review, just go to youtube.com/US Army Reviews. One last thing I'm going to put out there is we got the Little Big Planet contest, which I announced last week. Go check that video out. You have till November 20th to submit your your levels to me. That's US_Army at dlb-network.com. Once again, just send me your PSN ID as well as the name of your level and the background of your level. We are still working on prizes, but if there's no prizes, depending on what the prizes are, you guys either way will get your name as well as the level posted on the DLB Network site for others to see and to go check it out. So, we got lots of stuff going on. Keep checking out the podcast, but that's all I got for you today. Gears of War 2 reviews up next. Give me a little time because I'm playing a lot of games right now. So, anyway, thanks again, guys.